Republicans and Democrats are the two main political parties in the United States, respectively. Although there are certain distinctions between Democrats and Republicans, it is nearly difficult to categorize everyone based on every political subject. Nevertheless, there are some crucial points on which members of each party concur. Each party's platform often includes these crucial themes. Story of. In order to understand the fundamental differences in beliefs of each party, we must look at the histories of Democrats and Republicans to understand their motives for becoming a party. It is also necessary to understand their fundamental beliefs and positions and how they have stuck with these positions through their voting records. History of the Democratic Party. The party can trace its roots all the way back to Thomas Jefferson when they were known as Jefferson's Republicans, and they strongly opposed the Federalist Party and their nationalist views. The Democrats adopted the donkey as their symbol due to Andrew Jackson, who was publicly nicknamed Jackass because of his popular position of "let the people rule." The Democratic National Committee was officially created in 1848. During the Civil War, a rift grew within the party between those who supported slavery and those who opposed it. This deep division led to the creation of a new Democratic Party, the one we now know today. The Republican Party was founded right before the Civil War as a result of its long-standing support for the abolition of slavery. They were a tiny third party that put forth John C. Fremont's presidential nomination in 1856. When their candidate Abraham Lincoln was elected as President of the United States in 1860, they established themselves as a legitimate political force. Lincoln's leadership throughout the war, notably his initiatives to permanently abolish slavery, contributed to the Republican Party's emergence as a significant force in American politics. They decided on the elephant as its emblem in 1874 after seeing a cartoon of the new party as an elephant. With the establishment of a powerful two-party political system in the United States, the Democrats beginning in 1824 and the Republicans beginning in 1854, there are some core differences between the two based on very strong political beliefs. Both parties favor tax cuts, but each party takes a different view on where those tax cuts should be applied. The Democrats believe there should only be cuts for middle and low-income families, but believe they should be higher on corporations and wealthy individuals. The Republicans believe there should be tax cuts for everyone, both corporations and people of all income levels. Social issues. One of the differences lies in their views towards social issues. The Republicans tend to be conservative on social issues. They tend to oppose gay marriage and promote marriage being between a man and a woman. They also oppose abortion and promote the right of gun ownership. Democrats tend to be more progressive in their views, favoring abortion and gay marriage, but are strongly for strict gun control laws that limit ownership. Democrats and Republicans hold vastly diverse views on the business climate. Republicans typically oppose raising the minimum wage, arguing that businesses must keep prices low in order to thrive and provide goods and services to all Americans. Democrats support raising the minimum wage to give Americans more money to spend on goods. Republicans promote free trade in order to keep costs low for consumers and increase company profitability so they may expand, while Democrats support trade restrictions to safeguard American employment. 5 social initiatives. Democrats generally prefer a lot of government regulation and oversight of the healthcare system, including the passage of the Affordable Care Act, because it makes the healthcare system accessible to everyone. Republicans, who oppose the Affordable Care Act, believe too much government involvement in the industry will drive up costs and have a negative impact on the quality of care that consumers receive. All Democrats agree that the government should manage social programs like Medicaid, food stamps, poverty, and unemployment compensation for those in need. They think that more tax money need to be allocated to these programs. Republicans agree that these social programs are necessary, but they support less funding and stricter oversight. Republicans like to support businesses that help those in need. When it comes to differences between Democrats and Republicans, the foreign policy cannot be missed. Each party has had differing stances in relation to foreign policy over the years depending on the situation. Generally speaking, when military involvement may be required, the Democrats favor more targeted strikes and limited use of manpower, while Republicans favor a full military effort to displace regimes that are totalitarian and detrimental to their own people and who are threatening others. Both parties typically agree that sending aid to other countries is a good thing, but disagree on the nature of that aid and who should be. Republicans versus Democrats, what's the difference? Education. The parties have different views on the education system of the country, but both agree there needs a change. Democrats favor more progressive approaches to education, such as implementing the Common Core system, while Republicans tend to favor more conservative changes such as longer hours and more focused programs. They are also divided on student loans for college, with Democrats favoring giving students more money in the form of loans and grants while Republicans favor promoting the private sector giving loans and not the government. Republicans generally believe in harsher penalties when someone has committed a crime, including for selling illegal drugs. They also generally favor capital punishment and back a system with many layers to ensure that proper punishment has been meted out. Democrats are more progressive in their views, believing that crimes do not involve violence, such as selling drugs, should have lighter penalties and rehabilitation. They are also against capital punishment in any form. Individual liberty. Individual liberty has been sore differences between Democrats and Republicans. Political correctness is on the rise and many people believe that people need to be protected against themselves.